Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Get Well Soon XOXO. I'm your host, Maddie Manick, and today's episode we'll be talking about um, switching your mindset on exercise to be it being more of a lifestyle and not necessarily a chore, and just kind of the positive relationship that will help you to have with exercising. And just for those of you watching, I'm sure you have noticed a little change of scenery today because um, just like our internet is like only really likes to work for me on the first floor of our house for some reason. So it makes it a little difficult to record in the room that I do because it takes a minute for things to kind of work. So like if I have to do like sound checks or something, it just takes forever. So we're gonna try doing it down here today. I'm hoping that we don't really have any like distractions or like interruptions. That's what I was looking for, whether that be from my animals that are just down here or sounds um, throughout the house. Yeah, because Bree's not in that little room, which the air conditioning just came on. So I really, really, really hope that that does not affect the sound. But fingers crossed because I'll only be able to check when I'm done recording. So I'm sorry if this episode sucks. Yeah, so but yeah, I was also gonna say sorry about missing last week's episode. To be honest, I have just not had the motivation whatsoever to kind of record the past couple weeks. Just been in a little bit of a slump in that sense. Don't really have the motivation to kind of like figure out topics and just kind of get it all like figured out and like record when the time comes. So trying to kind of work through that and hopefully overcome that because I really do enjoy like this podcast and like doing this. Like it brings me joy to do this and like to kind of like see where I've come. But yeah, just right now it's been kind of a struggle to make it happen. So trying to get over that. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. But just trying to stay as consistent as I possibly can. We are at episode 40 today, so that's pretty good when you like think about it. Like I've released 40 episodes now, so that makes me feel good to kind of like see that. But and we're almost coming up on a year, so that's kind of crazy. Just one more month, but yeah. Before we get into the episode, we're just going to run through some updates as always. So, for some action, I'll be sharing my current obsessions with you guys, and then I'll be going into the updates. So, my current obsession right now, homemade matcha lattes. Um, I have talked about these before because I kind of like do phase in and out of these, like of where I'm having them all the time and then not. Um, but I am currently in the phase of having them a ton again, and I am obsessed. And I was gonna say also sorry if like I feel like I'm either having really bad allergies right now or coming out of the cold. So I try not to like blow my nose and stuff a lot, or but sorry if I'm like sneezing or whatever. But yeah, I was gonna say you definitely do have to get the perfect ratio. I feel like in my opinion with matcha, um, just like the perfect ratio of like matcha and milk and creamer because I do feel like if you don't get that perfect ratio, they're not the greatest, and they're kind of like, ooh, like I don't love them when they're like that. But when I get that perfect ratio, they are chef's kiss, like so good. Um, I feel like it's definitely a placebo effect, but I always feel like I just have like my life just together whenever I'm drinking a matcha latte. So little added bonus to I don't know, feel like that girl when you're drinking one. But yeah, like I said, definitely a placebo effect. I definitely don't feel like drinking matcha lattes just makes your life all together. But yeah. Also I was just gonna say tea in general I'm kind of obsessed with right now. I've been having a lot of black tea as well. I love to just like do like iced black tea and then I'll put a little bit of like the stevia sweetener drops in it. That's kind of like how I like it right now. And a little bit of lemon makes it even better. Um, but if I have it hot, see there it is, it's throwing up the thumbs, the thumbs up sign again. I don't even think I did a thumbs up, but yeah, for those of you watching, I'm sure you saw that. I was gonna say, if I do have it hot, I do like to have like creamer with it because I feel like it's just like an even stronger taste when it's hot, which I feel like that's the same thing with coffee. But yeah, so it's kind of like how I like my tea. Another current obsession is spooky thriller books for the spooky season. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely enjoy a good series here and there, but there is just something that like nothing gets me more excited than finding some good thrillers and just hammering them out, especially during the spooky season. It's just like even more like in the mood of spooky season is to like cuddle up on the couch with a spooky book. Especially when they have like the crazy endings that I didn't see coming. I love those thrillers. Like nothing, they're just, if you haven't gotten into the thrillers yet, you need to. You're missing out. Thrillers are so freaking good. They always have like the craziest endings. And then The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Just finished that. Way better than I was expecting it to be. Especially if you're in Utah, check out that show. So good. They spill in all the tea. There's so much drama. It was just, they did a really good job with it. I'm really hoping that they come out with season 2 because I will for sure be watching that. And then my last little obsession was home Pilates workouts because, like I think I've mentioned in here before, I got like a little reformer last year so I could do kind of home Pilates because as much as I love Pilates classes, I definitely do not have the money to constantly be doing Pilates classes because they are like $30 for a drop-in class, I think at least. And then just the prices go way up from there. I'm pretty sure like the club Pilates that I went to, pretty sure a membership, like an unlimited class amount per month membership was like $260. It was in the 200s. I don't have that kind of money, so yeah, I just got a little reformer to do my stuff at home, which is so nice because I can just kind of look up Pilates workouts on YouTube, kind of follow that, or making my own stuff. It's really, it's just makes it so much easier for me to get a little Pilates workout in and not spend a fortune. I mean, the reformer itself was kind of expensive, but like definitely will pay for itself for the amount of time so that I can do my own little workouts on it and not spend like that much on a membership. So yeah, it's just nice. And I've been doing a lot more recently of Pilates workouts. So just kind of obsessed right now. But yeah, then going into updates. We're getting our yard pretty close to being done. We should mostly knock it out this weekend, so that's exciting. I'm excited to finally have that done and just be able to look out in the backyard and see it done. And I did put up all my fall decorations last weekend, and I'm already feeling the serotonin boost from that. I am obsessed with fall. I love it so, 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 so much. I'm so excited for the weather to just get a little bit chillier and just bring out all the fall outfits because it's a little too hot to wear fall outfits right now. I definitely don't want to pass out from trying to wear my fall outfits, so I will wait until it gets a little colder, but I am so prepared for that. I did make some pumpkin bread and pumpkin cookies this past weekend as well. So just been enjoying those little sweet treats. I'm fully into fall now. So whenever the weather can also get in line, that would be great. Still patiently waiting over here. But yeah. Then my last little update I was going to say is, so how I was saying before that I was getting Hulu to specifically watch Desperate Housewives because I have to watch that every fall. I mean, it was the Secret Life of Mormon Wives, that's like a tongue twister, was also on Hulu. So like, yeah, I did also get it for that because I really wanted to watch that. And there is other good stuff on Hulu, so it's not like I'm not also getting the benefits of being able to watch other stuff by getting Hulu for Desperate Housewives. But I'm not even kidding. I'm not joking. I got Hulu, and literally the next day, I was looking on Amazon, like Prime Video, just kind of looking at stuff. And Desperate Housewives, because it was in like my continue watching, because I still never finished it because they, made me pay for it. All of a sudden, it's just their little Prime signal, because apparently now it's on Prime again. Yeah. Right after I got Hulu to watch it, they put it back on Prime. So I kind of think Amazon is just playing with me at this point, because they keep doing this, where every time I'm watching something, I'm not even kidding you, it's happened with like 4 different things, where it's like, whether it's like a movie that was on Prime and I didn't even finish the movie, and then all of a sudden when I went back to watch it, I then had to buy it. Did it with Desperate Housewives. I think someone is literally messing with me at Amazon and just watching what I watch and then making it go off of Prime. And then taking it or putting it back on Prime when I buy something else to be able to watch it. So yeah, wasn't very cool. Didn't love to see that, but jokes on them, because I won't be watching it on Amazon because I already got Hulu to watch it. So yeah, I'm not gonna be watching really anything on Amazon because they don't really have a whole lot anymore. So that's my little beef with Amazon right now. But yeah, so sorry, that was a very long intro. We'll just jump right into the episode now. So, how to make exercise more of a lifestyle and less of a chore, because obviously we're going to enjoy it more if it feels like it's just something that we're doing and not like feeling like we have to do it, we have to get it done, another checklist item. So I would say to start by slowly incorporating it into your life and daily routine, so it doesn't really feel like just another chore that you have to get done, just another checklist item. And the easiest way I feel like to do this is to just start with walking and like having a step goal, because walking is very easy to just throw into your routine, easy to incorporate. Doesn't require equipment. So like I feel like everyone's kind of walking at some point throughout the day. And even so, walking is like easy. It doesn't really feel like working out, so you can easily just throw it in. Just pretty easy to get your steps in. With walking, you have to walk to get like anywhere. You don't have to walk. There's other ways to get places, but I'm saying like if you can walk, it's very easy to do. I lost my train of thought. Oh, like I've said on here before, I do have the goal of getting like 10,000 steps every day. Whether it actually happens or not, neither here or there. I do try to make it happen, but life happens. Sometimes I don't always get around to getting 10,000 steps, but it is a goal that I do try to get as close as possible to 10,000 steps every day. I don't really harp on myself if I don't get it, because I am still trying. But to make that possible, I will take little breaks at work and just do little walks around the building, try to, build up those steps throughout the day. So it's not like I'm trying to cram in 10,000 steps the second I get home from work. Makes it way more attainable to do it that way. So just trying to, whenever you really can, take little breaks, get your steps in, kind of build it throughout the day. It's literally a goal that you can be working out the whole entire day. So it's not feeling like you're really like hammering out an hour or two trying to work out or whatever. It's just working at it all day. And like walking really is a really good way to get like in shape. So really good thing to start out with, just incorporating that into your life. And, already starting that active lifestyle. I also will try to walk to the gym whenever I can, because that really helps to get a lot of steps in. And then I also have my stair stepper and my little walking pad to get any extra steps that I need. Those are really helpful, especially in the winter months when I don't want to be walking outside because it's freezing. So just, yeah, walking, super easy. Just whenever you can, get those steps in. Very easy way to work out. On that same note, when you are setting your goals, I would say do make sure that they are achievable, because I know this very well. If you don't have a goal that's very achievable, you're not going to be motivated to keep going. If it feels like you're just kind of working towards something that you're never going to be able to accomplish. So setting a goal that, you feel like you will be able to accomplish. And if you do set a goal and it is starting to feel like it's impossible, that you're never going to get there, maybe try setting little stepping stone goals to help you get there, and ones that feel more achievable, because that will help you to feel more accomplished if you're still being able to knock out some goals on your way to that big goal, and encourage you to keep going. So achievable goals or little stepping stone ones to get you to the big one. Very key point there. Also, just find what makes you excited. I will be the first to say that I am not motivated at all to do a workout. That just sounds like a lot of work to me. It's hard to push myself if I'm not really loving what I'm doing in that moment. I can, but it's way easier to find motivation, push myself if it is a fun activity or a fun workout for me. So that's why I like to find workouts and activities that are actually fun to me, like Pilates, for example. I've talked about that a lot. I love Pilates ever since I did my first Pilates class. I've been obsessed. And I can honestly say that if I book a Pilates class, or even doing my little thing at home, I get excited to do it. It's fun to me. It doesn't feel like I'm going to a workout. It's just a fun activity for me. I just love it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that also like Pilates probably feel the same way. Just, I don't know. For some people, it's not for everyone, but that's kind of how I feel about it. That's why I like to incorporate it a lot, because it makes it a lot easier to work out when I'm looking forward to what I'm doing. Sorry. Yeah, I also have my notes here, so I'm trying to remember the points I had. But yes, that's what I was gonna say with that. It's so good to if you are someone who lacks a lot of motivation with working out, try finding something an activity that you just love doing, whether that's hiking, Zumba class, bar class, home YouTube workout videos, going into the gym, I don't know, whatever it is. Find that activity that is super fun for you and just try to throw that in. That will be a really easy way to incorporate more working out and make it more of a lifestyle. It's just, finding something that you love, and that helps so much with motivation. My last little point is to just switch it up, add some variety into your workouts to keep it interesting, because I, again, know it is very easy to get sick of working out if you're doing the same thing day after day. That's kind of the rut. Whenever I've gotten into my ruts with working out, that's what's happened. I'm just doing the same exact thing, because it's I don't like to have to think about my workouts and have to plan them out, and it's oh, that's already it's more work than I want to put into it. So that's why I really like classes, doing a bunch of different classes, because they're thinking of it, they're just telling me what to do, switching it up. I can pick different classes, or if I'm going to classes, they're going to be different. So I love classes for that reason because it's really easy to add variety into your workouts, and not make it so you're doing the same exact thing every single time. Or you can even try like just doing different, like not doing the same type of workout. Like maybe you're doing a hike one day, Pilates class the next day, throwing some at home YouTube workout videos next couple days, gym, whatever, just variety. I'm telling you, if you're switching it up, making it interesting, it's going to be way easier to stick to it and not feel like it's this big chore that you have to do. And I promise you, working out will stop feeling like such a chore if you're finding stuff you love, keeping it interesting, and not just making it so much work, But that was the last of my little tips for making workout more of a lifestyle and less of a chore. I will say, if you follow these tips, I promise it will be so much easier. It'll just feel so much more natural, part of your lifestyle, less of a chore, and it really is what has made it more like doable for myself. So I can say that off of experience. It just makes it a whole lot easier. So maybe try that out if you feel like you just really can't get into working out or just not your thing. Just like make it, like working out is so personal to you. You can make it you can fit it into your life however you need to, whether it's like when I'm cleaning, sometimes I'm trying to like get in my like squats, when I'm like, wiping down the shower or whatever. Like really, you can make your workouts work for your life, for your lifestyle, however you need to. There's so many different ways to work out. So stop making it so much harder than it needs to be. Make it as easy as you need it to be. Just stick with it, because it'll just make it so much more fun. You'll have so much more energy. It's just really, you can make it work however you need to. So that's all I have to say on that. Thanks to everyone who stuck around to this point. I really hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you can continue to come back to more episodes. Little housekeeping as always. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and to leave this episode or the podcast a review if you haven't yet, because it helps me out so much and I would really appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram as Maddie.Vanek for my personal account, and getwellsoon_XO for the podcast account, and Maddie.Manic for my TikTok, and then get.well.soon_XOXO for the podcast TikTok account. And my YouTube is linked in my Insta bio and my TikTok bio. And this video should be up on my YouTube very shortly after this episode is live, so go there to check it out if you want to. But I'll have all this linked in the show notes as always. So thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to live your life beautifully. Talk to you next Wednesday.